We have a conscience.
If your conscience was clear,
In all conscience, I cannot excuse your...
Your conscience is another
I
story.
hate worse to have a dead child on my conscience.
I'm a man of conscience.
It's a matter between him and his own...
You got a conscience, and that makes you weak.
Oh, of course, he'll be desperate to clear his conscience.
Because I have a conscience.
The American conscience died with Robert, Martin, and John.
Go down there, start home, no kind of conscience, all right?
If I wanted my conscience pricked, I would have stayed with the priest.
Well, I have a clear conscience. What you do will be on your conscience.
We're not computers. We have a conscience.
Refresh.
2 seconds.
if your conscience was clear, you would have been here in less than 5.
I can do nothing about it, Mr. Piscora. In all conscience, I cannot excuse your son.
Come on, Papa.
Fucking quack!
Your conscience is another story. Let me ask you a question.
I'll go to prison, but I'd hate worse to have a dead child on my conscience.
I don't think that's going to happen.
But I wanted to be honest about it, and I'm a man of conscience. So I wanted to make sure. Now, if I put...
Verdict. It is a matter between him and his own conscience.
Talk away you can. Sure. You got a conscience, and that makes you weak. Success? Real success?
I'll ask him to return what's mine.
Oh, and of course, he'll be desperate to clear his conscience.
He will be.
Because I have a conscience, you know?
You have a conscience.
Good morning, Smallville. The American conscience died with Robert, Martin, and John.
Sorry.
Get the funeral part. Don't go down there, start home, no kind of conscience, all right? Because sure as night will come, we'll have us both swimming.
If I wanted my conscience pricked, I would have stayed with the priest. And what does a dragon know of the old...
Just incredible.
Well, I have a clear conscience.
Sally, I have a wife and a family.
Whatever you do will be on your conscience.
It was cruel and murderous, without conscience or honor.
For many years, he was given to the drink.
Decision. But in all conscience, I can't be the one to carry it out.
Piece of the puzzle's missing, and a bad cop can't sleep because his conscience won't let him. You said that once.
We assumed because they were children, we could raise them without a conscience. But you can't nurture rage.
The record, it's clean. It's real clean, like my conscience. Are you gonna break my chops? Don't trouble with you.
Back off, Gorev! How did your conscience accommodate that? Psycho, Paul Blake!
But trusting to Almighty God, an approving conscience, and the aid of my fellow citizens.
And the killer grows a conscience. That's a breach of professional ethics.
There are hundreds of my order who in good conscience cannot take this earth. Must they all die?
Black's concept. Self-repairing implies some idea of a conscience. Muddy waters.
Man out of me? Is it supposed to make a man out of me? Because my conscience is...
Sit down.
It's clean, my conscience.
Stop me drinking, you can fuck her at all.
And I'm hoping your conscience will stop you drinking. The shuttering has to be checked. Go.
Still writing that thank you note.
I'm on the last page. How do you spell conscience?
C-O-N-S-C.
Somebody could have got killed out here today. You want that on your conscience?
Is that what they do in the Soviet Union, eh, Katie? I protest, sir. My politics is a matter between my conscience and the balance of politics.